Welcome to my inspirational rampage. I'm going to share with you the exact inspirational rampage that I kind of sprung upon my boyfriend the other night. And that also reignited me in coming up with more incredible ideas for my future, my creations, my business, all the things. So this video isn't primarily about feminine embodiment, though I usually speak about this, but I also speak about self-development, how to be more yourself, how to be confident, how to express yourself, all the yummy things. My name is Shae and happy that you're with me. Okay, inspirational rampage. So I can't tell you how this actually came to me. I was thinking about all of these very aesthetic, like short videos, reels, photos, just beautiful aesthetic materials. So you see someone like running through a flower field and it's got a great filter on it and she looks super happy and the video's cut and you see like close-ups of her and it just looks like such a vibe. Or you see an incredible looking library with books everywhere and the most coziest looking armchair you could find. Those things came to mind because so much of our content online is actually this like inspirational or rather aspirational content where it is giving people this taste of a certain vibe or vibration that people want to be in, that people want to be living, that they want their life to look like that. Something that happens in our brains, I speak about this actually in my book, is when we see something or read something, watch something, our brain is kind of tricked into thinking that it's actually experiencing that thing in that moment. And so that little hit of dopamine or big hit of dopamine that we get, that happy chemical that's like, is what keeps us addicted to wanting to grab the phone and keep ingesting this content because the brain is getting small hits as if it's actually living out this dream reality until you go back to your normal reality and realize you don't have a beautiful library like that. And when was the last time you ran through a field of flowers? How do we get that fixed again? How do we feel better? We go back onto the devices and consume the content. And there's nothing wrong with consuming content and getting inspiration. But what I believe is happening is people are only doing the first thing, getting the inspiration. And then they're staying there and they're staying stuck there. And all of those dreams that they have, all of the things that they envision for their lives and what they want to create, it doesn't happen. Their life does not look like that. And it stays not looking like that for 10, 20, 30 years. And that's so sad because if we really believed that we could have that, and really devoted ourselves to making those dreams a reality, we would. We don't know our own creative potential. It is massive. And what we really need to do is bridge the gap. So on this rampage that I went on with my partner that I'm now sharing with you was we're the only ones who can make that happen. And if we want that, we have to go out and create that. Want an incredibly aesthetic library? Make it. Make it. And if you're saying, yeah, but I don't have the resources to do it and I can't, like, I get that. There are barriers, but that doesn't make it impossible. It means that it's something to work toward if you truly focused your energy and inspiration there. And what happens is we are not so intentional about what we want to create. We are filling that void with little hits of it, with consuming this content. Still, it's not fulfilling us deeply because it's not us living it. It's pretending we're living it for that moment we're consuming it, those 10 seconds. We don't have that commitment and dedication to our dreams. And it's so sad because imagine if we were as dedicated to our dreams as we were to being right when we're in an argument. Imagine if we had that same fire, but that fire is about creating epic things. So what's missing is the feeling, the emotion, really deeply connecting to what is it that I want? What is it that would make me so incredibly fulfilled? And use that feeling, that spark of energy to ignite the action. As I shared in one of my past videos, something that really pushed me to finally write my book was I kind of just got sick of my own stuff. I got sick of not doing it. I got sick of myself being complacent about it and telling myself that one day it will happen. But what also works for me is connecting so deeply to the joy and the pleasure and the incredible feeling that would be there, or that I imagine would be there, if I created what I truly wanted? How would that feel to exist in that reality? And that movement forward is driven by that feeling. I believe we are also extremely distracted as humans. We have so many different distractions. Our devices are literally made to distract us. They are carefully curated to distract us, to keep us engaged with the device. So what's needed in order to combat that incredible distraction that we have all around us is focus and consistency, to really be consistent with ourselves. So if you get up every morning and you hold that vision of reality that you want to create, whether it's an entire lifestyle or if it's just that beautiful library, and sit and hold and feel and allow that to move you forward, you'll naturally see yourself then start to look at what kind of furniture should I get for this space? Where could this space be in my house? You'll start to manifest this into reality. I think one of the saddest things that we can do with our own lives, our time here on earth, is to not live how we really want to, is to not go after our dreams, is to not bet on ourselves and believe in ourselves, in how we want to create. And yes, it means that we need to be dedicated and consistent. Maybe it means we need to put in extra hours every day while we're working. Maybe it means we need to stop one part of our life or pause it for a moment so that we can focus onto another area. But all of that is going to feel so okay for you when you're connected with what you truly want. Last little thing here. I made a pie chart last night. I realized I needed to completely refine and simplify my life. And I created a big circle and I made little segments with the amount of time I would love to be dedicating to certain things in my life, and only the things that I want to dedicate to. And what didn't end up in that pie chart is now going to be phased out as soon as I possibly can. And then if something needs something else to replace it, so if there's an income stream that I want to phase out, then I know, okay, great, I have a plan. I have a plan of action. I don't actually want this. This is not in my dream reality pie chart, but it is giving me something that I need to replace. It's giving me income and I need to replace that with another source of income. Good. Now, how can I create that? How much would I need to replace it? And then you have very tangible actions to take. All right, Rampage over. I hope this wasn't too all over the place. Thank you for joining me. I really love this idea of questioning why we're doing things, why we're not doing things, what's in our way, and how to move through them. It is the path of empowerment. It's true empowerment to take responsibility for your life and what you're creating. My book really does share about this topic of developing yourself, working with yourself in ways where you can actually make real changes. Not just read this awesome book and then put it aside, but it is there for people to take action on, which is why there's so many journal prompts and exercises and just hits of inspiration and enthusiasm for you to go out there and do the practical transformational work. So if you're a woman and you want to connect more to your self-expression, your confidence, your inspiration, your creativity, your softness, your sensuality, all the yummy things, then Grounded Goddess is a really great starting point for you, and you can get the book just on the link below. Thank you so much for being here. I'll talk to you soon.